Hey all, it's Colin with Ghost Train Comics, and we are continuing our exploration of the Energon universe, Energon Emerging, with Void Rivals Volume 4. This is absolutely stunning. Again, images, trade paperbacks are just beautiful. The Skybound design and the presentation is just amazing. I've mentioned Andres Juarez before, and what a good job he does with the design, and we're keeping everything on the unified design set, so all the pieces kind of map together. But it is just worth taking a moment to appreciate as you get into it. Okay, so the whole series has been a revelation. I mean, never count Kirkman out. He is a schemer, a planner, an organizer, a hype man, a superb writer, but somebody who knows pacing in comics better than possibly anybody since Alan Moore way back. And even Moore gets a bit self-indulgent when he's doing some of the heavier stuff. But Kirkman always keeps it moving, always keeps it well-paced, and he always very rarely has a B or C story that's boring. So volume 4 does cover issues 19 to 24. The dive into the Skuxxoids and the Junker planet, along with TV signal infected Transformer Wreck-Gar with an impressive mustache, it has to be said, is quite the starting point for this volume. It never fails to surprise and entertain, with Kirkman firmly in fast-moving, spinning subplots like plates mode here. Every single storyline is different and brilliant in its own way, whether it's the hilarious, almost fourth wall WTF is going on Skuxxoid Junker start, with characters commenting on the ludicrousness of the plots, reminding me of the Invincible cartoon, the Invincible animated show, with that type of back and forth dialogue, which would make sense as Kirkman wrote a lot of those in, broadly speaking, the same kind of time period. And the main Solar and Darvan throughput plot keeps everything firmly anchored in where it started and where it's continuing to move. The art by Conor Hughes is beautiful, with an extraordinarily embossed cover like I just showed, wrapping the package up, and Andres Juarez design, linking it all together perfectly on the inside. And I've mentioned before how much I appreciate the fact that collected editions and monthly issues are two different things, and people get them confused often, but why not use the collected edition as the one that will stand the test of time, where individual issues won't really stand up to that. But the collected editions will, if they're kept in print, stay the same price and be the one that people will collect in future, unless a deluxe edition or omnibus or compendium comes out at a good price. The color art here by Patricio Delpeche is super important, and it lights up the vibrant cosmic scenes, and the dark hues emphasizing ominous plot points and surroundings are really kind of cleverly used to give us an underlying sense of what's going on at specific moments. As events progress on all fronts, we build to a remarkable climax of the central plot point of unification, bringing all parties together, and a lot of secrets are revealed. Again, it's kind of shocking how much Kirkman reveals after holding on to them for the first few volumes, but as like last volume, slowly we're working our way towards the end of this kind of first section. But it's great to see Springer and Hot Rod in here in the midst of all the action, holding on to the very unique characters and speech patterns. Kirkman's ability to keep all the plot lines moving and engaging is a masterclass in comic scripting. Even the seemingly more frivolous ones are or trivial, like the Skuxxoid story, is getting a lot of development, building towards something specific. Pythonia's machinations and interactions with Wreck-Gar and the rhyming transformer Wheelie are intriguing and good lore connective tissue. This is also a sneaky interaction that allows Pythonia to let Globulus know that Cybertron isn't currently as big a threat as she had previously thought that it was. Conor Hughes' art is glorious throughout, able to deftly handle any and all of the massively varied cast of characters, from the absurd quintessence physical weirdness through the gorgeous tech designs and outfits of the Agorians and the Zertonians, and taking familiar characters like Pythonia, who's equally deadly and attractive, and the Autobots were given their full individual personalities and unique designs without aping anyone else's approach. As we close out Volume 4 with revelations and confrontations, it's worth taking a pause to see how far we've come, even in this, from issue 19 through 24, and how the plot points such as the aforementioned unification and our perspective and trust of characters like Zerda, Doolin, and Zalalak, everything remains anchored around the core protagonists of Darak and Solila, and it's refreshing how Kirkman consistently manages to throw surprises at us and avoid cliches at every turn. We're covering Transformers Volume 5 next, and then on to G.I. Joe 3, before coming back in late August to look at Ford Rivals Volume 5, which we'll have a review the same week that that comes out. So we'll be caught up with it. So stay current. But guys, thank you so much for your time. As always, love to get a subscribe, a like, a comment, and a share if you particularly enjoyed this. Thanks, and stay safe.